Have you ever woken up and felt like stress was already waiting for you at the door? Before you even brush your teeth, your mind is already racing. What emails are waiting? What deadlines are pressing? Who's going to disappoint me today? Marcus Aurelius, emperor of Rome and Stoic philosopher, woke up with the same thoughts, but he developed a way to rise above them. Imagine ruling the Roman Empire. Armies depend on your orders, senators plot behind your back, and the lives of millions hinge on your decisions. The pressure could crush even the strongest soul. Yet Marcus Aurelius started his mornings not with fear, but with clarity and peace. What was his secret? What if I told you that the way you spend the first hour of your day could either chain you to stress or set you free? Marcus Aurelius's morning routine wasn't fancy. It didn't require apps, supplements, or 10-step plans. It was built on simple Stoic practices you can use today to defeat stress and build inner calm. Welcome to Stoic Blend, where ancient wisdom meets modern life. Today, we'll uncover Marcus Aurelius's morning routine to defeat stress and build inner calm. By the end, you'll have practical steps you can apply tomorrow morning to create the same unshakable peace that guided one of history's wisest rulers. Part 1. The first thought of the morning. Preparing for reality. Marcus Aurelius begins meditations with a startling reminder to himself. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. Why would an emperor, the most powerful man in the world, start his day this way? Because he understood a fundamental truth. Most stress comes not from what happens, but from being caught off guard. He stripped away the illusion that people should always be kind, fair, or easy to deal with. By expecting reality, he disarmed stress before it appeared. Think about a typical Monday morning. You wake up, grab your phone, and see 3 unread messages. One is a coworker complaining about a project, another is a friend canceling plans, and the third is your boss asking why a deadline was missed. Most people feel their stomach drop instantly. But if you start your day like Marcus, reminding yourself, today, I will meet frustration, delay, and criticism, and that's okay. Those emails lose their sting. Instead of being shocked, you're steady. Imagine being a parent. You know your children will resist getting ready for school, spill something on the floor, or fight with each other. If you expect it, you handle it with calm authority rather than anger. Marcus was reminding himself and us that peace is not about controlling others. It's about controlling our expectations. Before leaving your bed, say quietly to yourself, today will bring challenges, and I will meet them with calm. This one shift can turn stress into preparation, chaos into acceptance. Part 2. Remembering purpose. Why get out of bed? Even Marcus struggled with the temptation to stay under warm covers. In Meditations, he wrote, at dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being. What do I have to complain of if I'm going to do what I was born for? This was not just motivational talk. It was a reminder of his purpose. Picture Marcus in his palace, the weight of Rome pressing on him. He could have stayed in bed, claiming he deserved rest. But instead he reminded himself, I was born to serve, to live with virtue, to do my duty as a man. You might not be ruling Rome, but maybe you're tempted to hit snooze and stay in bed. The day feels heavy. Yet when you remember your purpose, whether it's providing for your family, improving your craft, or becoming stronger than yesterday, you gain energy. A young professional wakes up dreading her 9 a.m. meeting. She feels overwhelmed. But instead of focusing on the pressure, she reframes it. This is not just a meeting. This is me sharpening my skills, learning resilience, and contributing. Her stress softens. A father wakes up exhausted but remembers, I get to prepare breakfast for my kids. I get to be their example of patience and love. Suddenly, rising isn't a burden, it's a calling. Every morning, write down one sentence. Today, I rise because, fill in the blank. That clarity defeats stress by giving meaning to your effort. Part 3. Practicing stillness. Morning silence. Marcus Aurelius journaled in the quiet of dawn. Those private writings became meditations. They weren't for an audience. They were his way of clearing his mind before the noise of empire arrived. He wrote, Look well into yourself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up, if you will always look there. Well, most of us start the day with noise. Notifications, scrolling, endless chatter. It feels urgent, but it steals our calm. Marcus knew better. Silence is where strength begins. Consider someone who wakes up, checks Instagram, scrolls TikTok, and suddenly it's been 30 minutes. Already, stress is higher. Compare that to someone who wakes, sits in silence, breathes deeply, and writes down their thoughts. The difference in calm is night and day. Spend 10 minutes writing whatever's on your mind. Write down one thing that worries you, and one thing you're grateful for. Sit in silence, breathing deeply, without a screen in front of you. Seneca too valued reflection. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Starting the day with silence ensures time is not wasted but invested. Parents can invite children into silence 5 quiet minutes before breakfast, just breathing together. It may sound small, but it builds resilience for both parent and child. Part 4. Aligning with nature. Movement and breath. The Stoics spoke often of living in harmony with nature. For Marcus, that meant remembering his body was part of nature, not separate from it. He wrote, When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Morning 1. The alarm rings. You grab your phone, check emails, rush through a shower, gulp coffee, and run out the door. Your heart races, your mind spins. Stress is already in control. Morning 2. You wake up, take 5 slow breaths by the window, stretch your body, maybe take a short walk. You notice the morning air. You move slowly into the day. Calm is in control. Which morning serves you better? Marcus would choose the second. A stressed executive begins her day with yoga instead of email. By the time she reaches her desk, she's composed, not reactive. Her team notices the difference. A mother feels overwhelmed by the noise of children. She takes 3 minutes to step outside, breathe deeply, and ground herself. When she returns, she's calmer, and her calm spreads to her kids. Choose one form of morning movement, stretching, walking, breathing. It doesn't need to be long. It needs to be intentional. This honors the Stoic belief. The body and mind are one. Part 5. Mental armor. Choosing virtue over chaos. Marcus Aurelius didn't just prepare his body. He armored his mind with virtue. He wrote, If you work at that which is before you, following right reason seriously, vigorously, calmly, without allowing anything else to distract you, you will live a happy life, and there is no man who can prevent this. You walk into the office, and a coworker criticizes you unfairly. Stress rises, anger tempts you. But if you entered the day with the mental armor of virtue, justice, courage, self-control, you respond calmly. You choose reason over reaction. Your teenager snaps at you in anger. Stress flares. But remembering self-control, You respond with calm instead of shouting back. You set an example. On social media, someone leaves a cruel comment. Instead of letting it ruin your day, you practice Marcus's armor. Does this insult touch my soul? No. I remain calm, Epictetus said. It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This is the armor Marcus wore each morning, and so can you. Before leaving your home, choose one virtue: wisdom, courage, justice, or self-control. Let that be your compass. When challenges come, you return to that anchor. So, what does Marcus Aurelius's morning routine look like in full? 1. Prepare for reality. Expect difficulties before they surprise you. 2. Remember your purpose. Rise because life demands your service. 3. Seek silence. Begin with reflection, not distraction. 4. Honor your body and breath. Align with nature's rhythm. 5. Choose virtue. Let wisdom, justice, courage, and self-control guide your day. Marcus Aurelius's morning routine was not complicated, but it was powerful enough to help him bear the weight of an empire with calm. And if it could work for an emperor, it can work for you. The morning is your foundation. Build it with purpose, silence, and virtue, and the storms of life will not shake you. If this message inspired you, help us grow Stoic Blend. Like this video, share it with someone who needs calm, and subscribe for more wisdom from Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. Together, we'll bring Stoic strength into modern life.